Hi there, this is Renee from Floating Lights Photography. You're watching another episode of Focus Wednesdays, and today I'm going to show you how to pop the eyes of your subject. So we're going to work on this photo here, and the first thing I'm going to do is just zoom in so we get a little bit better view. Alright, so to start, we're going to duplicate our background layer, and to do that on a Mac is Command J, on a PC is Control J, and we have this duplicate layer here, and I'm going to rename this Eye Pop. And now you're going to go up to Edit and to Fill. You're going to make sure that your use is set to 50% gray and your mode is normal, and you're going to hit OK. And that's made your photo gray, and that's okay because we're going to fix that. You're going to come up to your blend mode on that layer and change it to overlay. And then you're going to grab a white brush. So making sure that your brush is selected, your foreground color is white. And my opacity is set to 30 and my brush hardness is set to 0. And now you're going to resize your brush using the bracket key. So the left bracket makes your brush smaller and the right bracket makes your brush bigger. And you're going to make your brush about the size of the iris without going over the pupil. And then you're going to paint on some brightness onto your eyes. Now, you have to be really careful when you're painting this on that you don't overdo it. As you can tell, she looks a little bit like an alien right now, and we don't like that. So again, when you're painting it on, you could either adjust your opacity down a little bit lower, or you can just come over to your layer and adjust your opacity here. So if we bring that down a little bit to 50 or 60, then that makes it look a little bit more realistic. We're going to do one more thing. And again, we're going to duplicate the background layer, so that's Command J or Control J. We're going to call this layer Details. And we're just going to make it pop a little bit more. And to do that, we're going to make sure we're on the Details layer and go up to Filter, Other, and High Pass. Now, my high pass is always set to 23, so I'm going to leave it as 23. You can set yours to somewhere between 20 and 25 is probably a good range to set it in. I'm going to hit OK. I'm going to change the blend mode of this layer to soft light. And it's really sharpened the whole photo. So there's what it looked like before, and here's with the soft light. So if you just want to do photo sharpening, then that's great. But I actually just want to paint the sharpening or paint the details onto her eyes. So I'm going to add a layer mask, and to do that, you're going to come down here and hit this little square with a circle in it. And it's added a layer mask. And now the last thing we need to do before we paint this details is just invert the layer mask. And to do that, it's Command I on a Mac or Control I on a PC. And so we've made the layer mask black so that we can use our white brush to paint on the details. So I'm gonna just increase the size of my brush again, so it's about the size of the entire eye, including eyelashes. And I'm going to just paint a little bit of details onto her eyes. I might run it through twice. And that is all I do to pop the eyes of my subject. So I'm going to just combine these layers together, so add a new group from layers, and I'm going to call this eye popping. And there's the before, and here's the after. It really just enhances your subject's eyes. So I really hope you've enjoyed the tutorial. If you have any questions, you can always email me at hello@floatinglightsphoto.com, or you can find me on Facebook at facebook.com/floatinglightsphotography. Thanks so much for watching, and have a great day.